Ready to go.
Hey everybody, welcome to Burn It Down NASCAR podcast. I'm going to talk about Nashville, which I didn't see because I was sleeping, but I did catch highlights and get you ready for Road America. So I'm going to let you kind of take the lead on this one, kid, because like I said, I did not stay up. I lasted through the second rain delay and then tried to go back and watch it the next day. And of course, they switched over to USA, and I know Kurt or Chase Elliott won, but
Yes.
that's it. I know Chris Buescher's in trouble, but other than that,
I guess before we start, for the people who are listening on the audio version, my name's Brian. My dad is Dave. We're father-son duo. We try to have fun with this podcast. We have quirks we like, quirks we don't like. We have drivers we dislike in the situations, and one of those is coming up. Probably we'll talk about. But we're gonna talk Nashville, and honestly, if I liked the race, it was good racing. It wasn't a Martinsville. It was good racing. I would rank it in the top 5 of this year. If you watched it as a whole and take out the rain delays, it was a good race. Now, I want to say congrats to Chase. He won, but if it wasn't for the rain delays and making it go tonight, he wouldn't have won. Toyotas dominated that race when it was hot out. Toyotas would have won.
well, Kurt Busch was in second,
Yeah.
so
It was either going to be Martin Truex, Denny Hamlin, or Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch.
Kurt Busch.
No, Kyle Busch. He started dead last because he slacked the wall in qualifying, and within 50 laps, he was in the top 10. That's how good his car was. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to take the win away from Chase, but Toyota should have won that for how dominant they were during the day. But when it turned to night and after the track got clean and got cooled off, it evened the playing field, and Chase was it. And then the last caution where they all tried to go in for pits, and it screwed them really bad because where'd they finish?
Kyle Busch was 21st, Truex was 22nd.
Denny Hamlin was 6th, Christopher Bell 8th, and Bubba Wallace 12th. But those guys should have been all top 10. It's just they got screwed by the caution, and they tried to go. Don't get me wrong, it was good for them, but they should have been way better because it was disgusting how good Toyotas were at this track during when it was hot.
I was gonna say when I was watching, Toyota was, I don't want to say stinking it up, but they were doing very well. And then, like you said, it went tonight. But they always say, Chase Elliott's king of concrete.
They're calling Concrete King now instead of Road Course King is Concrete King. So
yeah, well, he's the favorite to win this coming
yes,
weekend.
yeah. Well, he has really good stats. If you look it up, he has really good stats for Road America.
Yeah, they've only been there one time. You won it, so yeah, that's really good.
I think they're including his Xfinity and other stuff too.
Oh, okay. Like I said, it wasn't horrible, but I just couldn't. I got to go to work at 2 a.m., so I couldn't do it. And of course, I set the DVR. I didn't think about switching it.
You're not gonna.
And
you're not gonna get anything because they were switching, and I watched it on Peacock, which was more convenient. But when the rain delay happened, it was literally the second rain delay. It was even on a channel for an hour. They had at least on Peacock, it was off the air. And then it's like, it's going to be on USA at I think 9 or 10 o'clock when they came back. So it was like, come on. I put on Facebook, rather than replay an old race instead of doing nonsense interviews, nonsense filler crap. Don't get me wrong. You can interview the drivers, how they're going, but don't interview I don't know. There's so many stupid things that I didn't care about. I don't care.
Well, it's a classic race. I mean, and I agree with you on that. It would have been better to at least see some action until they decided
They
what.
kept going with
Honestly,
the.
when that second rain delay came in, I figured they were done for the night and was just going to make it a Monday race, and that's why I had no problem with just saying, "Okay, bye,
Yeah.
click, go to bed." I was surprised when I got up the next morning to find out that they actually did race it, but like you said, congratulations to Chase, another strong showing for Kurt Busch.
Very.
Uh, yeah, Ryan Blaney, showing some signs of life. Of course, you got Kyle Larson and always strong Chastain. Hamlin in sixth. Austin Cindric.
I would give him a gold star. Yeah. Seventh.
Yeah, we haven't seen much out of him since Daytona. Christopher Bell. There's another one that never would have thought. Logano and Harvick, which Harvick seems to be figuring this stuff out.
Yes. How close do you think he is to getting a win? And so
He better hurry it up. But I'm just saying he's getting consistently closer to consistent top 10 finishes.
Did you know he got a whole new pit crew?
No, I did not know that.
He got
after his tirade.
Yeah, he got a whole new crew. Yeah, got a whole new crew.
Well, Bubba Wallace needs one of those too. But
yeah.
Obviously, I'm just gonna go through the top 20 here. Eric Jones was 11th. Bubba Wallace slid in at 12th. Michael McDowell, another strong showing for him in 13th. Austin Dillon, Suarez, Stenhouse, Amarola, Tyler Reddick, Allmendinger, which I think is a strong guy this coming weekend, and then Corey LaJoy. That's almost a gold star for him.
Someone who got mad at him in the race. Alex Bowman. Alex Bowman and him got into it early in the race, and Alex Bowman got butthurt. He said Corey LaJoy
is 36, so yeah, he probably was pissed.
Corey LaJoy is a great race car driver and very sarcastic over the radio. He was not happy when they touched and got in their accident.
Bowman and Byron, 35th and 36th. That's not
cool. Byron, there was something with his steering rack broke. It wasn't anything he did. It was a steering rack or something, and it messed up, and they went behind the wall and got it fixed and him back out there. But like you said, he finished 35th, running, but 35th.
How many laps down?
Yeah, I wish it would say, but probably 50 or 60. I don't know.
Yeah, you have a bad night when BJ McLeod beats on you. But like I said, I'm just being very honest here. I didn't watch it. I couldn't find it. I'm sure it's out there somewhere on YouTube. But what I did see, it looked like a good race, a little more than a half-mile track. I like it.
Yeah, it was good racing. It really was. It was really good racing.
They need to start this son of a bitch before 5 o'clock at night.
I got a whole subject on this. We'll leave it. I got a whole subject I was going to bring up.
I'm just saying, that was ridiculous. All right. Let's cover real quick the standings, and we'll do our picks that we had, and then we'll move into other stuff. Chase Elliott is in first place with 2 wins. Chastain second.
He regains first place. He got it back.
Well, that's true.
Regained it. By points and Chase now.
Blaney's in third. Kyle Busch is fourth. Logano, Larson, Truex, Christopher Bell knocking on the door here.
Needs to win though. He might get kicked out.
He needs to get himself a win.
I think it was Truex.
Byron, Bowman. What is that? Go away. And Harvick's in 11th. Again, needs a win. Amarola needs a win. Reddick needs a win. Austin Dillon needs a win. Kurt Busch is in 15th place with a win, and then you got Eric Jones in 16th with no win. So you've got the top 16, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. Half of the top 16 do not have a win.
Now, if Nashville was the race before the chase, it would be right now Chase Elliott, Ross Chastain, Joey Logano, William Byron, Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, Kyle Larson, Ryan Blaney, Truex would point in, Kurt Busch, Alex Bowman, Suarez, Chase Briscoe, Austin Cindric, Christopher Bell would point in, Harvick would point in, and Ryan Blaney would point in. Harvick is only up by 9 the points. He barely passed. So if it ended right now, so there's 4 people.
Who's right behind him? I don't have that.
Okay, right behind him in should it be 17? Would be Eric Almirola. He's 9 down. Then it's Tyler Reddick, 52 down. Then Austin Dillon, 53 down. Eric Jones, 58 down. And right behind him and this is the only other close person, is Micah McDowell at 97 points down.
I had to make a bet right now, and this ends on the last 2 or 3 or 4 in points. Harvick's in.
Yeah,
because he's coming on. He's coming on strong.
He is getting better. I think I don't know if he's getting teammate help or he's going to other manufacturer help, or he's actually going to data. I don't know what he's doing, but he's actually in the past month been very consistently in the top 10, and that's what he needs to do to possibly have a shot at winning. Getting himself in the position, and he's doing that. Now, Road America, I don't know.
He's not a bad road racer. I mean, let's be honest about that. He's not bad. But it's all going to depend, and I don't even know what the weather is going to be like in your neck of the woods this coming weekend. It's supposed to be pretty crappy around here.
Where's Road America even?
Wisconsin.
Sheboygan.
Doing something right now I should have done before we got on.
Yeah, I'm looking up the weather for it real quick.
Elkhart Lake.
Wisconsin. The weather, come on. Right now it's 74. For the daily, it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be 91 Thursday, 80 on Friday, 82 Saturday, 80 on Sunday, and 79 on Monday. All sunny, no rain.
That's good.
Rain only. It says
that's a good.
It says rain on Tuesday and Wednesday, so that might jump up to Monday. So they should be good on Sunday.
Yeah. I've actually been to Road America. It was when I was a kid, and it was an IndyCar race. No doubt about that. But it was pretty cool. I would if Mom and I still actually lived in the area, we would probably try hard to make this race because it's just a cool place. The thing is, it's not just a flat like Sonoma or even say Watkins Glen. It's very hilly. So you can actually, like at Phoenix, where you can get up on what they call Rattlesnake Hill, that's very much what this is like. So you can get on top of one of these peaks or dunes or whatever they call them, and not only can you see what's in front of you, then you can turn around and see something behind you too. I mean, it's always hard to get a primo seat at a road course, but at least at this place, you've got some areas of elevation that you can see more than just what's in front of you. I enjoyed that. We went one time with Grandpa and a good friend of ours, and there too. But anyway, it was very interesting, and I just don't know. I wish we were there just for that. I'd love to see it. Um, but that's not going to happen. So I got one more thing I'm trying to find here. Hamlin. Where he was down a ways.
Hamlin finished like 8th. Finished 6th.
No. Oh, I'm looking at points. No wonder I got a problem here. Oh, okay. He was 6th.
Oh, you're talking about, okay, he's looking up. Yeah, mine were
Yeah, I
bad.
am.
Mine
For
were
what we
bad. I had Reddick for a win and he did shit.
I got to go through this again real quick because I did screw up. I was looking at the wrong filter. Anyway, you picked Reddick for the win.
He did bad. 18th.
Was it? Yep, 18th. I took Chastain, which was better.
Yeah.
He was up in what, 4th,
5th.
5th. Man, quit auto scrolling. Yeah, he was 5th. Frank texted me. He took Larson, who was 4th. So Frank wins that one.
He won everything, huh?
Yeah. I think he woke up. I don't know what happened. Where was Keselowski finishing? 29. You took him for the dark horse. I took Cole Custer. I think he actually
26th.
finished, 26th, and then Frank took Bubba.
Wow.
So he
How
does good there.
How did he take Bubba? Did he not in the top 25?
I don't know. I let him have it. He hasn't done much lately, so we were both wrong on Bubba because you said he won't finish 50 to 100 down. I said he'd be off the lead lap. We were both wrong on that. I said Hamlin won't finish, and he finished 6th, and you said he will. So you done good on that. And then as far as our fantasy league,
Honestly, we all were, what did it say? We're all within like 17 points, I think I looked. We were all really close.
Yeah, Frank won with a 223 lunar. He got a 221. I had a 217 and you had a 209. So we were all
within
really
14
close.
points. Yeah, it was really close. And none of the picks were really the same. The only thing that was similar between, I think, every one of us is the head-to-head matchups. We all had the same.
Did we?
Yeah, every one of them.
And if I'd have stayed up long enough, I'd have got Ross Chastain out of the garage.
See, I seen that. I was like, he has Ross, and he had him in the garage.
Well, I switched him out with Daniel Suarez, but I just, like I said, I wasn't awake. So that's covered. We'll get to previewing Road America here in a minute. You want to go into some new stuff?
There was 2 slight rule changes today. For road courses, you have to have a windshield wiper on now. It was only optional before.
That was already in.
It was optional, but you had to have the windshield wiper motor. But the windshield wiper itself was optional. Now you have to have it. There was another rule change. Let me look it up real quick. His name. Tweeted it out. NASCAR no longer making wiper blades optional during road course races. The wiper blade must be in the car at all times. Previously, the wiper made motor mechanism had to be installed so the blade added. There's another one I have to.
Hang on, I keep talking. I'll be right back.
The change. I don't know. There was another. can't find. But that was the main one we're really worried about right now. Was that one?
Okay. I had to shut the dogs down. I think a lot of these guys. Did you come up with the second one?
No, I couldn't find it. I was just trying to fill in. I couldn't figure it out.
The last, Sonoma, I think was the last one. Did you see the variations in the sizes of those?
Huge.
They figured out
They're
to
like
use it
fins.
as
Yeah,
they
arrow
can
force.
use it as an arrow thing. So
Yeah.
I why not? I mean, I saw a couple of them look like they weighed 15 pounds. I mean, it was amazing. I'll bet they all look like that this time around. It's got to help with the cornering and the arrow.
Oh, the other one was Atlanta. Atlanta is going to super speedway qualifying,
Which means just single car.
Something. Yeah, they have 2 laps, single car, I believe. They're going to super speedway.
Okay.
That's the other rule. Like I couldn't remember what it was, but yeah, that's it.
Okay, not a bad thing.
And there was another one came out. There's a couple race car drivers. They did testing at Martinsville without the diffusers. They said it was better, but it still needs more work. When they want more, they want to do more. But what Kyle Busch said, they did testing at Martinsville without the diffuser. It was a lot better racing, but it wasn't what was needed.
They need to take the belly pan off.
Yeah.
That would do it.
That's what Kyle Busch wanted, but they wouldn't do it. So but the diffuser helped, but it didn't do what I guess what they were expecting or what they need.
When you're not doing 200 mile an hour at any given point, that belly pan and that diffuser need to go away. On these shorter tracks, when it's not affecting the arrow, it's not doing any good. And I just hope we don't see any more cars get stuck on the apron because of this crap. But
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I know Kyle Busch was going petitioning to get it done, but they weren't. I don't know why NASCAR didn't want to do it. I'm afraid they're gonna I'm afraid if they do it and it produces good results, NASCAR is gonna be all mad because they put all the technology in his underbelly and diffuser and we're not using it. Who cares if it produces better racing
and less expense for the team?
Yeah, and 2 cars spun out this weekend, and they just spun out. Ryan Blaney was one of them, and it damaged the diffuser. The diffuser was flopping around like this on the back. It literally just spun out, and it broke it. I forgot the other one, who it was, but Ryan Blaney was one of them. I saw it flapping, and I'm like, holy shit. And he still finished 3rd, but it's like that.
I was going to say, how did he finish in the top 5? How'd they let him if his diffuser was
because
broke?
The last caution, everybody behind Chase Elliott pitted. Everybody. Chase Elliott's the only one that didn't pit, and that's why Kurt got the 2nd. Everybody pitted trying to get those tires for the last 2-3 laps, and it didn't matter. So I think everybody that pitted, it gave Ryan Blaney that huge up in the standings, the running order.
Like I said, I can't say a whole lot because I didn't watch.
Yeah, no. Like I said, that last caution that happened, they did a stupid pit. Like I said, they should have never pitted. They would have been a lot better. But pretty much the way the crew chiefs were like, we're not worried about positioning. It's all about the win and points now. If they get win, it's better for the playoffs. And so they tried for it and it didn't work.
Well, we got 9 races now left. So yeah,
Correct.
If you want in, you got to win. It's that simple. We got 8 spots open for wins. And I believe I said early on that we weren't going to fill all 16 spots with wins. And I still believe that totally. I think there's going to be 2 or maybe 3 that have to point their way in. And that's why I say what I do about Harvick. But all right, let's move on from that. Penalties, we know that
Chris
Buescher,
Buescher,
he lost a wheel. I believe he's the only one from
Yeah.
what I read. And
Yeah.
the Cup Series, they had some penalties on I think 3 of the Xfinity teams. JR Motorsports, the big buzz this week
Yeah.
has been about going to
Yeah.
Cup. However, I heard Kelly Earnhardt Miller on Sirius XM, and she was very, very honest. I really appreciated what she said. Uh, and basically, it comes down to this: they are more concerned right now at this point of this year to secure their sponsors, re-sign their, because they only do 1-year contracts with their drivers. They
Yeah.
don't do multi-year. For next year, for 2023, she says, I'm not saying that it's not possible that we might get a sponsor or two or even three that say, hey, we'll sponsor you if you do 6 cup races, you know. So it's still out there on the table. But as far as going all in, throwing in and saying, yeah, we're going cup racing next year, she's like, no, that's not in the plans. But
It was.
well, I
Do you
don't
know
know if it
who?
was.
Do you know who?
Who? Junior?
Truex Jr.
I
Junior
could see that.
Junior came out and said he wanted Truex Jr. to race for them and be full circle because Junior gave him his shot in, whatever it was, the one car at DEI. We made him all that going and Junior's like, go full circle. Now he's going to help us get in the cup. But Junior, I think with that 1-year extension at Toyota or Gibbs, he might go to 2023, the Junior Motorsports, when they do.
Well, that was the next thing I was going to cover is Truex Jr. just signed another year extension with JGR, so that's not going to happen that way.
So it might be another year.
That may be why Kelly came out this week and said, well, now
Yeah.
we're only working on our Xfinity series for next year, making it rock solid, and if something comes along, maybe we'll do it.
It gives them more time
But it's
to
not
get
going to happen with Truex.
Not at least not next year. It gives them more time to find a charter instead of last minute stuff, or because Junior don't want to pay $10 million for a charter. He already came out and said that's a lot of money. So now this will give him time to research, get funding, whatever it needs. He has a year plus now. He's already come out and says they want to do it. And he said he wanted the Truex because it's a past champion. They're friends. They can help each other. Rub my back, rub your back. So it might happen in 2023. Now, I don't think it'll be a solo car. I think he wants at least 2 so they can work together.
In 24.
Yeah, 24, not 23. It would be 24. So he has another
Well,
year.
it is interesting that Truex only signed a 1-year extension with JGR.
Yep. So it might be, Junior might have told him, not enough time. Stay with Joe Gibbs, give us a year, and then. So that might be a backstory. 2024, Junior Motorsports comes to Cup. Hendrick's backed. See, could you imagine Martin Truex Jr. and Hendrick's equipment?
Be pretty cool to watch. The other silly season thing is Ricky Stenhouse signed a multi-year deal with JGT Doherty.
Yeah.
I think that's a good fit.
Yeah, he's been doing good. It's performing well. I think the one-car team's kind of hurting them, but with the day and age now, it doesn't matter because they can look at data from any car. It's not hidden anymore. Anybody can look at anybody's car information, data information, and go from there. So it really doesn't hurt as a single car anymore, but good for him.
And it wouldn't surprise me, honestly. I mean, I'm not picking him to win anything, but it would not surprise me at all if Stenhouse does end up falling into a win or actually outright winning, especially a plate track.
Yep, Talladega and Daytona. He can do it easily. And there's Chris Buescher could too.
Yeah, well, he's got to do something. All right, I'm going to switch from the cups to the trucks. WWE entered the trucks this year at Nashville. Did you see that? John West Townley and Spencer Gallagher.
Mm-mm.
The video?
I saw you post a video, but I think that was from 2018.
Oh, you're kidding me. Now I feel stupid. I thought that was...
No, I think you posted the video and I saw the date and it was 2018. I seen you post holy shit on it. But yeah, I think it was a 2018 video.
It was still funny.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, I seen the fight. But yeah, that was from 2018 when they were rolling around trying to throw each other around.
Oh, John West Townley kicked his ass. Literally. So, all right, well, I'll leave that alone because I got fooled. I didn't look at the date on it. I just saw it posted, and it was right after the truck race, and I didn't see the truck race again because the stupid thing's starting so freaking late.
Hold on. Do you want to do the Bubba shit? Bubba Wallace?
Let's go. That's everything I've got right now.
I got a couple things. Bubba Wallace. Should he be mad or not? Would you?
At what?
His crew.
I think I said it last week. He needs a new crew, or they need a new driver. One of the two.
The pit road is not his fault. As much as we like to pick on that boy, him finishing 12th, he's lucky to have that with his crew messing up day or week in and week out. Kurt Busch.
So why isn't Kurt Busch's crew messing up? They're the same. I mean, as far as
it's Kurt Busch.
company-wise.
Kurt Busch handpicked that crew. That crew chief, he handpicked that shit.
You have a point. He pulled him right out of NASCAR R&D.
Yeah, Kurt Busch knew what he was getting. Bubba Wallace is lucky to have anything, to be honest. So, I as much as we like to pick on Bubba, I'm with him. If it was a one-time thing or once every while thing, okay, I can understand. But it's a weekly thing where his crew is causing him many positions on pit road. See what happened with Kevin Harvick? He bitched once, got a whole new pit crew. I don't think they can do that for Denny Hamlin.
Bubba?
I mean, yeah, Bubba. Sorry, they can't do that for Bubba.
Why is that his handpicked crew? His
no,
buddies?
I just don't know. I just don't know if they have that much. It's like that. It's not like Hendricks where they can just like, okay, they got a backup crew. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think they can.
Well, I think
have
between MJ and Denny, they got enough money. If they wanted to, they could go out and buy some more people. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. But also, you got to realize it's Bubba Wallace. So from watching his documentary on Netflix, it's got a diversity aspect, if you get what I'm saying, on the team. It's not about you doing the job well. It's about your color of your skin. And just because he's black or, you know what I'm saying, that's why he's getting the job instead of he could be, partial second slower. So I don't know if that's part of the issue, but it's obviously causing problems. I don't know if that's the issue, but there's a lot of issues going on pit road on his crew. And Bubba Wallace apparently cussed out his crew chief, and Kurt Busch is on his side. So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if they had a huge meeting. I don't know the internal details. I just know actually what's public because it happened during the race. Sorry, I feel bad for Bubba. It's not his fault. He did a good race, but pit crew, pits, he can't control that.
Like you said, it's not an every now and again thing. It's every
week.
It seems like almost every single week. I'll give him credit for not losing a wheel. I mean,
or blowing a car up, blowing the motor.
I don't know what to say. Like as you said, we like to beat the boy up, but I agree with you that not everything is his fault. I would love to see him have a Hendricks caliber or a Joe Gibbs caliber or a Stuart Haas caliber pit crew where anything that would happen for a series of races, he couldn't yell at them about it.
It's all on him, yeah.
It'd all be on him. But again, you pointed out, like Harvick, he pitched a bitch one time, and Tony said, okay, fine, we'll fix this right now.
Yep.
And he did.
I bet you Tony's embarrassed because he was in the booth when that happened. I saw it, I had to, it was live. So, and obviously there was a meeting and he got a whole new crew. So I don't know how many, but I know he got a big bunch of his pit crew was changed out or whatever. So
if you're not doing, I mean,
Yeah.
when I was really in tight with the pit crew, and I won't say the names because I don't even know if they're involved anymore at all. But they were the pit crew for Juan Pablo and
Kyle
the
Larson.
beginnings of Kyle Larson. And the way he explained it, the one that I used to talk to all the time, is we were on notice every race. Perform or you're gone. Ganassi at the time, who owned the team, which is now what, Trackhouse,
Yes.
I think. But Ganassi, I mean, it was a standing, you screw up, I got plenty of people.
Yeah.
And I'm not putting up with poor performance on pit road. I can't control what goes on the track, but I can certainly control what goes on in the pits. And it was just everybody understood that you do your job, you do it well. There's no room for screwing up in this at this level of racing. And it was just, like I said, it wasn't even, there was no discussion. If you, at that time, you would get penalized for only 4 lug nuts versus 5. Other things that would happen on pit road that
Over too soon or loose or what, a tire, running around, and I get it. Yeah, there are all some other ones.
You let a tire go across the pit, you might as well just pack your shit up and go right now, because by the time you turn around, there's going to be a new guy standing on the other side of the wall saying bye-bye.
Yeah.
But I don't understand that. As much as Michael Jordan is all about performance and perfection, and obviously, clearly, we know that Denny Hamlin is, why they don't do something about this. That's what I don't get. I mean, I can understand. I want to choose my words correctly here. Lack of training or not enough experience.
I don't think they're just. There's not.
I don't want to say that they're factored in for certain reasons, as we probably think that they are. But if you're not doing the job and you're at this level of this sport, you got to go. That's the bottom line. There's no room in this sport for that kind of stuff if you want to win. That's the bottom line.
Well, remember back in the day where Jeff Gordon's pit crew was beating Jimmy Johnson's pit crew, and Gordon crashed, and Chad Canals grabbed Gordon's pit crew and says, "You're doing pit stops for me now."
Yeah, that was I think Texas.
I don't remember where it was, but I know that happened.
Yes, it was, because that's, if I remember correctly, and I could stand corrected, but it was Jeff Burton and Jeff got together, and Jeff Burton screwed up. I don't remember whether he got into Jeff or how he got into Jeff. And they both got to pit road, and Jeff marched right up to Burton and flat-backed him on pit road. Literally knocked him on his ass. And then the next thing you know, all of Jeff Gordon's crew moved over to Jimmy Johnson's. And if I'm not mistaken, wasn't this the same race where Canals, because Jimmy ended up winning, told Johnson on the burn down lap, make sure you crack the rear end of that thing against the wall?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if that was the same race or not, but yeah, I mean, but that was, and then of course, I was even upset about that, but because they were in a points battle at that time, Jimmy and Jeff, and I'm like, what are you giving? And Canals said it. He says, "Hey, we're a corporation. We will work for the good of all." And his crew, like you said, was better than mine today, and he's not racing today anymore. I wanted him, and I got him.
Yep.
I don't know.
We can leave it. We can leave it at that. I feel bad for Bubba, but it's what you get. I don't know. I don't know if he has a say in who's on his crew, but I think he needs to do something. Denny does. Somebody needs to step in and get a crew training better or whatever.
Well, Michael's done fishing up here. The Blue Marlin tournament's over, so maybe he'll get back to the business of the race team and straighten some things out.
Well, he just launched his new tequila, or they were celebrating in Nashville this past week. The other topic I want to bring up, because you mentioned it a few times, is this is kind of going tandem here, is this 5 p.m. start time. Why? Now, I know we all hate it, so we don't really stick on that. Now, I bring up a question. If NASCAR had their own channel, would you pay for it? Let's say $3.
No, I would not.
I would not. $3 a month. Let's just say $3 a month. It's nothing but NASCAR content. You don't have to be flipping through Fox Sports, Fox Sports Net, Fox Sports Go, Fox Sports 1, FS1, FS2, NBC, USA, Peacock. It's all on NASCAR's channel or app or whatever.
If they took...
And it's all NASCAR races.
$3 a month.
Yeah.
And you got ARCA, Camping World Trucks,
and everything NASCAR is there.
NASCAR, all the events, all year long, including qualifying, practice, and all that, and put it on one venue.
Yeah.
That I would pay for.
That's what I'm saying. If they took all of NASCAR stuff and as I said, I'm just twin $3 because most subscriptions are $3 to $5, just whatever, and just bam, everything's NASCAR. And when nothing's live, obviously they can old races and do their shows and whatnot. But one channel, the NASCAR Plus channel, whatever the fuck they want to call it, instead of flipping.
That I would, but they would have to do.
Not just,
they would have to take it away from all the broadcasters, all the other platforms that are out there, and make it solely, like you said, NASCAR TV. Yep. And it was almost like that in the days of Speed.
Yeah, I know. But like I said, if it was a NASCAR channel, it would be all series. I'm saying they wouldn't. Like, I was so confused this weekend because the trucks and all them were still Fox, and then NBC has Xfinity.
FS1, yeah.
Like, what the hell? And then, NASCAR, the Cup was on NBC, and then it went to USA, and I was just, what if they'd had their own subscription service, and it was just, bam, everything was there. ARCA, the modifieds, and the trucks, the Xfinity, Cup, all one channel. Would people pay $3 to $5, or would that be, they could have their own NASCAR Plus channel, and it could possibly include it in your subscription service or whatever. I don't know.
When you first started, I thought you were talking about just the Cup.
Oh no, it'd be everything.
I wouldn't do that. But if they included all series because that would give them good programming all day long.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, and like you said, in downtimes when there's nothing going on, you can do replays of races and historical races, that I would pay for. I would. That would actually be a really cool idea, and get away from.
Like I said, I wrote down all the channels that this year alone we have Fox Sports, Fox Sports Go, FS1, FS2, NBC, USA, and Peacock. How many channels do you fucking need? Right. And that's not even Fox Sports Net because they got rid of NBC Sports Network. They got rid of that. But
MS or NSNB. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, it's just there's way too many flip-flopping, and with the race starting at 5 this past week, it just showed me I'm glad I had Peacock. I didn't have to change anything. It was just like, why? Why, for one, why are you starting at 5 when normally races growing up were 1:30, 2 o'clock?
Well, that's another area I think they could improve viewership. Universal start time, regardless of which coast you're on,
Yep.
1 p.m. East.
Yep.
Period.
Unless it's a night race like the Coke 600 or the Daytona.
Well, sure.
They can have special start times for them, but
for the night races, but for daytime races, it needs to be a universal, in my opinion, 1 p.m. East. I know that's, 10 o'clock on the West? Well, if that's not convenient, you can do what we have to do now, which is set your damn DVR.
Yeah.
But they've got to get, 1 week it's 3 o'clock, the next week it's 1, next week it's 5. They've got to treat it, if they want to call this a show, which they do, instead of a sporting event, They need to have a consistent starting time.
Yeah, this weekend's
It's
3 p.m.
confusing as hell. Like I saw several posts on a lot of the social media, like what you just said. It disappeared off of.
It was on no TV for the second rain delay because they used all their filler interviews and all their bullshit that they replayed over and over and over for the first rain delay, and then the second rain delay happened. They didn't really have anything going on. It was literally off TV for an hour, and I had to
showed up on USA.
I had to go on Twitter and figure out where the hell it was going. And it was like, oh yeah, it's gonna be like 9:00 p.m. Eastern on USA, like 9:01. That's where we're going back green. Like, if I didn't, have that, I wouldn't know.
There's a lot of people that were in the same boat.
And I had Peacock, so it's weird because on Peacock, it says, oh, it'll be back. We'll be coming right back. It just had, a little screensaver saying we'll be right back. And the next thing I looked, it says, oh, yeah, your program has ended. What? So I had to refresh Peacock. And it was there, but it says your program ended. And so I know they're trying to appease all the masses, but if you really want to have a TV show, have a universal time, like you said, 1, 2 o'clock, have it set for those day races, night races set 6:30, 7 o'clock. I don't know. But you need to have a universal time, stick to it. And like I said, I know a lot of people had a problem this weekend about the 5 p.m. start time. I was blown away. I'm like, that's almost a night race start time. Technically, it did turn to a night race.
They got to get that end of things fixed. They're not going to listen to us. I get that, but I don't understand who in the marketing department at NASCAR and still has their job has come up with this idea of these kind of start times. I don't get it, but they're all over the place, and it's got to change because people actually do plan their Sundays and Saturday nights around this. But anyway, enough yelling. They're not going to change nothing. So
yeah, they're not going to listen to drivers. They ain't going to listen to us.
All right. To me, there wasn't really a whole lot else other news.
Yeah, that's all I had was the start times, Junior Cup, and my thoughts on a NASCAR channel. Those were the ones that I kind of wanted to bring up.
I like that idea, though. I really do.
Because right now they got Disney Plus. It's like $5 or $6 a month, and you get everything on Disney. And do the same thing as fucking NASCAR. You can have the whole portfolio on there. If you want to watch a 1989 Daytona 500, bam, you could watch it on demand. They have all there on somewhere. If you want to watch the 1998 Indianapolis 500, bam. Or it could be a live show where they I don't know. It's an idea I think they need to do. For one, it'd be more revenue. I'm sure they get, I don't know how many, but they do it right, they could get a lot of subscribers. NASCAR only TV.
Well, yeah, if they pull everything from regular, I mean, everybody's going digital anyway, so it's like, I agree with you. And maybe you somehow work in where they get bundled up with other.
I mean, you could still have the NBC bullshit. They could still, NBC has the rights second half of the year. But if I have the NASCAR TV, I don't have to worry about fucking going to NBC. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You just pull on the NASCAR app, boom, it's there. I don't have to worry about it on NBC USA or whatever. You can still have those rights because I know NBC probably pays a pretty penny to get the NASCAR rights. That's fine. But we have our own subscription service too, where I feel they can do that.
I don't disagree. So anyway, I know we're coming up on our hour here. Let's do some picks.
Chase Elliott.
You're going with Chase, huh?
Yeah, he's on cloud 9 right now, and he's good at that track. I already picked that 2 days ago.
Who's your dark horse?
I'm gonna go Cole Custer. Oh no, yeah. I'll do Cole, but I'm just wondering if AJ Allmendinger's racing. I don't even know if he's racing this road course. I'm assuming he would.
I think he's done with his timeshare in that car. Yeah, I could be wrong.
I'm gonna try to find. You can do your picks real quick.
Oh, I already got mine picked. Christopher Bell for the win. He beat Brad Keselowski for the dark horse just because I can.
Oh, Allmendinger is in it. Yes, he is in it.
Okay.
Just
Here.
Who's racing? There's a weird one racing. Number 27, Loris Heisman. Netherlands is racing.
That third track house thing?
No, number 27, Ford. Team Hesberg. AJ Allmendinger is racing, yeah.
Okay. Well,
I'm pretty sure he's going to race here and probably the Indy road course. He won it last.
Well, then he probably should. We're going to simplify the Bubba Denny thing. Is Bubba going to finish?
We should change it. Is Bubba going to have road court or pick road problems?
pit road problems.
Is he going to finish? Man, he didn't finish the last road course. He's not. I'll say no.
So do I.
I'll say no. And Denny, I think, will.
All right. We keep it simple because I'm tired of.
Yeah. Just guessing, whatever. I got you.
Get it clean and cut. So, all right. Like I said, I don't have much more. There wasn't a whole lot, so I'll let you do your spiel about the promotional thing. And the only thing I want to say is just join in. Let's. We need more people in this league. I know we're young and new to the game, and we're just trying, and just know we're having fun as a father and son duo. And we've got a third wheel. Hopefully, Frank will be joining us in the near future. He's just got life getting in the way, so he's got to take care of what he's got to take care of. But other than that, I really enjoy doing this, and hopefully we get some more comments and participation. So,
ditto. I just want to, before we go, the cup practice is at 11:30 a.m. on Saturday. It's not even beyond it on TV. That's how much they care. See, right there is perfect. NASCAR TV. You want to watch it? Boom, it's there. And that's another thing for NASCAR TV. If they wanted, like, you know how they do testing? You could broadcast the testing. It's another thing. The qualifying is at 12:20 p.m. on Saturday. That's on USA, and the race is at 3 p.m. on USA.
Now wait a minute. They're showing Saturday Cup practice is no TV.
No TV.
Yeah, no TV on practice. Okay,
that's what I'm saying. The NASCAR TV prescription, you could have it. You know what I'm saying? Like there's an opportunity there, and I just watch. They'll announce it next year and some bullshit. I'll be mad. Took my idea. I think I looked earlier. We had like 21 or 22 views on the last episode, which is still up, which is good for the YouTube. The audio version, I think, was maybe 20 listens in the past week, which is, like I said, it's good. Like this is all new. It's all starting. Like I said, we only have one guy join the league so far. I always have it in the description of the video or audio description. On YouTube, if you're watching, like I said, everything's in pretty much the overlay. It's also in the description if you guys want to join the NASCAR Fantasy League. Just got to go to NASCAR.com, look up the Fantasy Live, search Burn It Down NASCAR Podcast. It's easy to find. And same thing for the audio people. It's literally a link is in the description. So if you guys are listening or watching, you can just go search any audio podcast platform there is. I literally just searched it again the other day just to make sure. RSS.com, Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Samsung Podcasts, Pandora, and Google Podcasts. Just search Burn It Down Podcast or under the podcast section.
You practiced that.
I ran out of breath. Under the podcast section, just search Burn It Down Podcast. We are there. I actually feel we're actually doing decent for being new and undiscovered and not really being, mainstream yet. I think what we're getting right now is okay. Obviously, would like more, I guess, input or comments. Just talk about it. We could have a section. There's no one news thing happened this week. A couple things. There wasn't much to talk about, so it's a lot of filler. So, someone brings up a topic, or we'd be okay to talk about it if it was something good. Like I said, comment. Like I said, we gained on the audio version. I don't know how they do it. If it's just if someone follows on Spotify or one of them, I think it all tallies the same one location. But we gained. Doubled our followers, which isn't only much, but we doubled our followers on the audio version, which is great. It's like I said, this is a start, so hopefully it goes farther. Usually, when the first 2 or 3 days is where we get all of our listens for the new podcast, which is obviously it's new. Other than that, I looked up today what news was. Is mainly the main one was Junior Motorsports wants to go to Cup. Other than that.
They're open to going to
Cup. Well, open to come, not wanting to come. Yeah, open to come, not coming. Open to coming.
Right. No, like I said, it was pretty dry news week. Only one major penalty. Nobody got pissed at anybody and tried to take. It is what it is. But I'm done. Thanks everybody for paying attention to us. And we'll be back next week.
One thing I do want to say, how Butch came out and said Toyota is lacking at road courses, so I wouldn't mean Toyota Gibbs for picks for the course. He came out and said that we're lacking, and he knows it. So other than that, I'm good to go. I'm done until next week. Road America cast. And everybody have a safe 4th of July.
Yes, absolutely.
Don't blow your hands off. Have fun 4th with family and wherever you're going to do. And hopefully the race is good. And see you center. Wednesday is probably the 7th, 8th? I don't even know when that is.
Well, it'll be the 6th. Because Monday's the 4th.
Yeah, the 6th. That's when we'll be recording next. Other than that, get the music going. We can get out of here.
All right. Thanks again, everyone.